Greetings, geeks. Welcome to episode 644 of Geeks in Space. I'm Rob Commander Takamalda, and tonight we are watching Raising Arizona. And with me tonight are three gentlemen who all will be taking these huggies and whatever cash you have sitting around. I have Nate Ostendorp.
My seed could find no purchase.
Rob Roseboom.
Hi.
Chris DeBona.
I'm fine. Hi.
You could also have said H.I. or Herbert.
Yeah.
All right, my pick, 1987. Nate, we saw this movie together in Geek House 1. It's the first time I ever saw it. This is one of my favorite movies of all time, and if you were to put a gun to my head, I might say this is my favorite Coen Brothers movie, but obviously there's some pretty tight contention for like the top three for that list.
It's a fantastic movie.
Yeah. I had not seen this movie in years.
Yeah.
It was a favorite. It's still a favorite. I tend to like the more realistic Coen Brothers movies.
What like Fargo or
No, I think Miller's Crossing is my favorite
Miller's Crossing
of their movies.
That was a good movie.
That was a fantastic movie.
It was good.
Now, it ain't no Lady Killers.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
But this
what
is yeah, right. This is kind of timely now because this is one of a handful of really good Nick Cage performances.
Hold on.
I watched Pig
a
a couple of days ago. Pig is really good and worth your time.
I don't think that. I think it's 50-50 for Nick Cage. I don't think it's a handful.
Oh no, you should.
For every vampire's kiss, I can bring you a Raising Arizona.
I think that you're going to be hard pressed to get double digits.
Not in the last 20 years.
Yeah,
I think I could do it.
You also need to look up his IMDb because he's another guy who's putting out a movie about every 3 weeks now.
That guy works.
He's in about a dozen really terrible horror sci-fi movies in the last 10 years.
Yep.
But
I liked Mandy.
He's in a similar amount of awesome movies. Sam.
I'd be hard pressed to make that case, but you do that.
Okay. I mean, he's going to be Joe Exotic in the Joe Exotic TV series.
Look,
I don't have to even watch it to know it's going to be amazing.
But you have to pay double.
Pay double?
You have to pay the Carol Baskin tax.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All right. Well, let's see.
All right. Let's go back to this movie. We'll discuss the important oeuvre of Nicolas Cage later.
That's right. We start off, as all good movies do, in prison.
So you feel trapped in a man's body.
Well, sometimes I get the menstrual cramps real hard.
Have you learned?
That guy's awesome. This whole intro, it's an 11-minute cold open. And I made this argument to my wife that it's the best meet cute that I think I've seen in a movie because it's just the ongoing story of Nick Cage, his character Hi, meeting Ed, who takes his picture every time he gets arrested.
We respect that.
But you're just hurting yourself with this rambunctious behavior.
I know that, sir.
Okay, then.
I don't know.
I love his interactions with the parole board.
Okay, then.
You're not just telling us what we want to hear. You're telling us the truth. Well, I guess I am telling you what you want to hear then.
And they do a really good job just with the editing of this, how every time he enters the prison, they pass the same guy mopping. He sits underneath the same guy in the bunks.
It's his picture of JFK.
Yeah, with his picture of JFK. This is like, just as a short film, I think the first 11 minutes of this movie are just amazing.
And his prison roommate is the inspiration for the Bubba Gump guy. It has to be.
Right?
Since it talks about all the
crawfish
places, all the kinds of crawfish he's had.
Yeah.
I think you missed a
6:15 or 6:20. Yeah.
6:15 through 6:21.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The 6:15 where she's fixing her veil by the gun rack, I think is beautiful.
It's incredible.
I will say,
And then 621, they have the groom side and the bride side, and it's criminals
Yep.
and cops. It's just so. This is such a charming movie.
I do.
Okay, then.
And notice they have the picture of that's either the governor or the warden up
Yeah.
there, just like it is in the parole room.
Yep.
It's
so good.
I don't think that Holly Hunter has a bad line in this movie. Her delivery, start to finish, is just the best.
This was, I think, the first movie I saw her in. You know, and then she did broadcast news. I mean, she's so good, you know?
These were the happy days, the salad days, as they say. And Ed felt that having a critter was the next logical step.
So there's our setup. But in my house, the salad days is a phrase uttered with some regularity. And I don't know if it's something that's in wide use in other contexts. But to me, whenever I hear salad days, it's this moment with their lawn chairs. I like the
Not a care in the world. The whole world is at your feet and ready to just, you know, be your oyster.
But she needs a baby high.
Scene.
Oh, man.
Love this line.
Yeah,
I kind of feel like in some ways this is like an inverted version of the opening few minutes of Up.
That this woman, who looked as fertile as the Tennessee Valley, could not bear children. But the doctor explained that her insides were a rocky place where my seed could find no purchase.
But look at that face.
That face. But I actually completely agree. This is the first few minutes of Up as well. You know.
Yeah. She's knitting her little socks. She's found sadness.
Hey, one of you mentioned that this was Hudsucker?
Yeah, his badge says Hudsucker Industries.
Wow.
Is
That's
that
great.
do we have a time code on that?
Yeah, it was 6:30.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's
though.
okay. It's okay. It was a very minor thing that was like, oh, Hudsucker.
That's cool. That it's part of the Joel and Ethan.
Oh yeah,
Coen
you can see it in this
universe,
shot. Hudsucker Industries.
Yeah,
It's in universe.
it's in universe. Wonder if Fargo's.
Right? Well, now we get to Unpainted Arizona.
I love this character.
Oh, he really
I love
is.
Nathan, Arizona.
As sure as my name is Nathan Arizona.
Florence had been taking fertility pills, and she and Nathan had hit the jackpot.
More than we can handle, laughs Dad. So yep, now we got the setup. Hi and Ed need a baby, and Nathan Arizona has more than he can handle.
Of Unpainted Arizona.
It's more than he can handle.
It says so. I thought his ladder securing was pretty nice. He's got like multiple straps.
And
It's got a pad so it doesn't scratch.
I appreciate that he puts the red marker on the end, so
Yep.
it's safe too while he goes to kidnap a baby.
Yep. And my apologies to the gods of the Googe. I'm gonna let the first few seconds here run. I think that's just a great title.
I think that's actually Nicolas Cage singing.
All right.
Seriously.
I'm skeptical because his name's not on the credits, but you know. So I'm watching this with Kathleen, and she says, "There's no way that woman just had 5 babies." Like, all right, you might be right.
No chairs? Chairs, you got a dinette set. No chairs, you got dick.
I just thought that was such a funny line.
I mean, that's the Coen superpower, right? Every supporting character is just constantly throwing off these little short bits.
Yeah, it's finding the neat or unusual bits of everyone's character and showing you that every job, every person has something interesting to say.
You sell a table without any chairs? It's not a dinette.
I don't know if we marked this on this, but I also really like that while he's explaining what's going on, he says the time, and that's the moment that the time shows up.
Yeah, and if a frog had wings, it wouldn't bump his ass a-hopping. I am sick of your excuses, Miles. It is now precisely 8:45 in the p.m.
That kills me. But there are a few things that I enjoy more than when subtitles interact with the film, but also when narrators interact with the film. I just finished rewatching Arrested Development, and as that show goes along, the Ron Howard narration really gets into that show, and it kills me every time. I love the meta. I'm a sucker.
Maybe they should do another season of that.
No,
you know?
They should
I
not.
also love that he has this plexiglass rolling bar next to him. And that's so Nathan, Arizona.
It really is. It's
your namesake.
It's a very specific moment in time when that sort of thing was normal.
Yep.
My first thought when I saw this crib is that these children are clearly a year old, right? Like they're crawling.
At least,
you would not keep this many children in. This was just asking for danger.
Well, I mean, one got kidnapped, so
that's
you're
true.
not wrong.
That's true.
That's a kidnapping crib.
That's true. So now's the scene where Hai has to test out the babies. And this is the moment where the movie goes into like full Looney Tunes. And there's a couple of scenes like this that are like long scenes, 5-minute long scenes that are staged like a cartoon. He's chasing them, he turns around and they've disappeared. This is not normal movie stuff, and it really makes me happy.
Very funny.
Come on, honey, we better leave.
You go right back up there and get me a toddler. I need a baby high. They got more than they can handle.
Again, her delivery on every line. She's the fiercest person per pound that I've ever seen in a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Best one.
I bet they were all beautiful. All babies are beautiful.
I got the best one.
This is the best one.
Oh boy. And now's where the movie takes its real turn.
I love this. I love this scene.
I mean, it's so obviously a birth,
Yeah.
It's just so funny.
Yep. The one thing I will say is I think there are like 3 separate sequences which are essentially just John Goodman screaming.
Yeah.
This goes on for like a minute.
Yeah, no. Then he finds his brother, his boot sticking up out of the mud, pulls him out.
It's so good.
And what happens when he pulls his brother out? More screaming. I was actually thinking that when he greased,
She was in Blood Simple too.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So when he greases his hair, the wife got really grossed out because they could put some good sound effects in there. But also I was thinking about "Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?" where he's got the pomade. The pleasant aroma is a
Dapper
part of
Dan
it.
Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're not Dapper Dan men.
That's right. They're whatever the opposite of Dapper Dan is. These John Goodman is he's so great.
Isn't he?
He's a national treasure. Another fine Nicolas Cage movie.
I'm not gonna go that. It's an okay movie. Yeah. It's a good. It's not his best performance, but it's a fun movie. All right.
Busted out of jail.
No, ma'am. We released ourselves on our own recognizance. Whatever here is trying to say.
We released ourselves. I guess when you release yourself from jail, you come out through the birthing sewer.
So gross.
It is interesting that this predates.
I can smell it through this show, knowing that it was a sewer line.
Right.
Like,
I assume that the Shawshank Redemption book predates this, but the movie comes out well after this.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Here's Smalls.
I don't know that there's a bad guy that I love more
than Smalls
than this. He is the costuming is absolutely perfect. Yep. The little baby shoes absolutely kill me. I love it. It is such a good little touch,
Yeah. It's the details, man.
And this being his intro scene, Yeah, just play it for a little bit.
He was especially hard on the little things, the helpless and the gentle creatures. He left us scorched.
Or bunny.
The Wikipedia said
I'm
that
just gonna grenade that bunny. Yep.
like you do.
You know, if Nick Cage had seen that, he'd say, "Give me back my bunny."
The Coens said
Like
that
he
they
did in
probably would
Con
not
Air.
want to work with him again. Apparently, he was a challenge on set, and I can't imagine
Really?
why.
Who, Smalls
Yeah.
or Nicolas Cage?
Well, both actually.
Huh.
Of course,
Did they-
everybody
did they
else.
Did they have some kind of face-off with the actors?
Oh, that movie is awesome. But all right. Well, let's see. We're back. They do a lot of the shots. So Barry
The Evil
Sonnenfeld,
Dead cabin shots.
Barry Sonnenfeld is the cinematographer for Evil Dead and for this, and they're doing the same thing. And my understanding is that they use the same camera bolted to the same 2x4 for a bunch of these shots.
Wait, Sonnenfeld wasn't Evil Dead. He was Adam's Family. That's where they also used all this stuff.
You gotta. He
was
worked.
he Evil Dead?
He came up with Sam Raimi.
Huh. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Your son was abducted by UFOs. Would you care to comment?
Don't print that, son. If his mama reads that, she's just gonna lose all hope.
I love that line.
Yep.
The funny thing is that the thing I was thinking about when I saw this is like, now they just print that. And 30% of the news, well, they would Facebook it, and 30% of the news would just be like, yeah, that's what happened. She was abducted.
Maybe they'd ask him about it, but probably not.
Probably not.
Maybe not.
Was wearing his jammies. You happy? Do you have any disgruntled employees?
Hell, they're all disgruntled. I ain't running a damn daisy farm. What did the My motto is do it my way or watch your butt.
So you're thinking...
His performance, I mean, there isn't a bad performance in this movie. His performance is fantastic.
Yeah.
He's another one. He and Holly Hunter, man, every line they deliver, they are committed to that thing.
Tight and perfect. Yeah.
Him, and anyone can find him, knows the difference between a lead and a hole in the ground.
Bam. I love that.
Hole in the ground.
They cut from the hole in the ground to the hole in the ground. Thank you. This is when you get to be the writer and the director of your movie.
Yeah.
You get to do that sort of thing. I love it.
Strange Love reference here. Poeope.
Purity of essence, my friend.
Yeah.
Ever wonder why I only drink pure grain alcohol, Mandrake? I actually was mad that they were eating their cereal. I was like, how disrespectful. I got really mad. Oh boy.
She does not like having them over.
Oh, this dude.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, kids! Get away from Mr. McDonough's car!
I love his kids. I love his kids. They're hilarious.
I don't think we marked the whole explanation, but how his wife wants kids. It's Frances McDormand is his wife, and so they're getting the bad ones, and they're like listing the reasons that they got them. Like they all have problems. Oh, and the delivery on all of that. That guy, man, I don't know who that actor is. I hate him. He did a great. He did a great job. So that's High's manager at the Hudsucker Industries, I guess.
Yeah. This is
You
the fast
sly one. He already knows his ABCs. Watch this. Hit the deck, boy.
That's how you raise them.
Hit the deck, boy. It's like, yeah, well, yeah, it's grown up.
I think I'm gonna try that on my kids. They need to develop those reflexes, like for a way that's not like the
You know what I used
thumbs.
to do when I was driving with Franny? I would cover her eyes and say, "Okay, how many cars are around us? What color? Give me a license plate." I tortured that poor child, but she's the stronger for it.
All right, you made her better.
She got really good at it.
The boss offers to swing with High and Ed.
Yeah.
Keep your goddamn hands off my wife.
Which of course means he's going to lose his job and things are going to get worse. I don't know if I got the cut where the kid pulls the hoodie over his eyes. I didn't. I don't think I marked that.
That was
but
a trailer moment.
Yeah, they must. I don't. You always read that filming movies with babies and animals is the hardest, but this movie's got a lot of really cute baby stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, very well done. Oh, this.
Well, they had quintuplets to work with, so.
So we're about to enter sort of the second sort of Looney Tunes action sequence, and
Huggies.
Yeah, this kid, he punctuates the scene. It's like just like the first scene. These are like poems almost. They're like visual poems where they keep echoing visuals from shot or shot, and this kid shows back up with the gun and everything. It's really, really technically well done.
Don't go forward. Go back to that scene with the kid. There's two different dates. One's April, one's July.
No.
Or June, or I'm reading it wrong.
No, it's April and July 14.
Huh.
We're never gonna know the truth.
That's something.
This movie could be anything.
Yeah.
Reading a Jugs
I'll be
mag.
taking these Huggies and whatever cash you got.
It's so casual. That's my favorite line in this movie, except for the womb. Her womb was a barren place.
45.
So yeah, this whole sequence, just the unyielding shenaniganery is really great. Really, really well done.
So I think it was actually Buster Scruggs doing the yodel. Now that I take a look online.
All right. Is Buster
But
Scruggs
I
real?
love that end of the chain shot. That was the first time I'd ever seen it, and I saw it in other movies later. But yeah,
There's a whole lot. I mean, man, this is their second movie.
Unbelievable, right?
People go a career and they don't make
so much talent.
I love how everyone's just opening fire right in the supermarket. Just yeah.
In this shot, I think he gets 4 shots off of this shotgun. I'm not sure how that works. 1, 2. There were 4 shots.
He's like, oh, gun.
And it's weird because they show him reloading too. So they actually.
Such a good movie.
It just ain't family life.
Well, it ain't Ozzy and Harriet.
Yeah, that was another one of the trailer scenes. I just,
scooped it
so
up.
good. It ain't Ozzy and Harriet.
Now we got to get back home. Things are getting difficult with your unwanted roommates.
I love their tip off on the bank robbery. Here we hear the explanation.
And they were gone in 60 seconds too. They were really in and out.
A guy named Lawrence Spivey, one of Dick Nixon's Undersecretary of Agriculture. He's in.
That's one of those things, man. So it took them 3 months to write this. That's 3 months well spent, because that's a weird line.
Yeah.
Dick Nixon's undersecretary. They're really connected. Now we get to
Smalls.
If there's one part of the movie that makes me a little sad, it's this part because he actually talks.
Yeah.
I think his character would be way better.
Totally
if
not
he
talk.
Never said anything.
Never say any words.
Well, the other part is that he's the fairy tale component to this story. He appears to be conjured as if from a dream for his first appearance. His first reveal is when Nick Cage is thrashing around sleeping, right? And so he feels like he's fiction within this world. The quote that I read that I thought was really interesting is that his character was designed to be the idea of what a bad guy would be according to the people who live in this world, their naive sort of worldview. This is their version of what a big evil man would be like. And God, he's great. It's really great.
Yeah.
but he's got to negotiate to get money back for the kids. This is the moment, I guess, where you realize he's not fiction. He's actually a thing. He's actually a human.
This is the one line he has, though, that I like.
Find an outlaw, you call an outlaw. You want to find a Dunkin' Donuts, call a cop.
He's so great.
Unpainted Arizona. Every shot.
Yep.
It's just so good.
You got in there? You remember him? I know what his real name is.
You want to keep your voice down, Glenn.
So now the jig is up. We now have multiple people who know who the baby belongs to.
Yep.
Things are only going to get worse for old High.
Mm-hmm. And Ed.
I need a baby so bad.
Caution. I
I
drive
drive
naked.
naked.
Well, he's a swinger, you know.
Yeah, sure is.
Oh,
it's a baby. It's like a baby bunny, but a person. I mean, they're lucky that they didn't have like 16-inch on center studs in the house.
yeah, for sure. You build that to regulation and you lose your spine.
Yeah, I'll try.
You have to get a thumb splint at least.
Or you have to go through, sideways, not long ways.
This is another extremely minor character that I just adore.
Yeah. I will say this movie has, for my money, the best people getting robbed of any movie ever. Like, every single person that gets robbed in this movie is fantastic.
Yep.
They give them a couple lines, they make them funny, they make them part of the movie. It's great.
And they generally just kind of surrender. I mean, except the shotgun guy.
I just want to know whether I need to use pins or fasteners.
Well, no. They got those tapettes already on there. It's self-contained and fairly explanatory.
It's so nice.
Oh, so good.
I love that guy. And I don't know if he's like a big deal or anything. I don't ever remember seeing him anything else.
I don't either.
So yeah, they leave the kid. Oops.
Screaming.
Screech.
More
Mondale Ferraro sticker.
Yeah.
Right?
Unbelievable.
Perfect time. Perfect for the era, right?
Yeah. That poor kid.
All right, we're jumping.
And it's hot out in Arizona, you know?
Yeah,
If it was April or July 14th, it's like 100 plus degrees, right?
Well, which is it, young feller? You want ice that freeze or get down on the ground? Mean to say, if an ice freeze, I can't rightly drop.
Goodman's delivery.
I love that guy. Yeah, I love that guy.
Well, I'll do whichever you want.
I love his little eye shift here.
I can't rightly drop.
And it comes off like he's yelling at the people in the back. It's like the people in the back are in the clerks that are on the floor. They listen to the other part. Man, this movie, a triumph.
God damn it! You never leave a man behind! I didn't leave him behind!
So satisfying.
Right?
So what I love about the guy who couldn't do both getting down and freezing, he's credited as a feisty hayseed.
Feisty hayseed. Right on.
I would love
But yeah,
to
this
have that
scene
on
with
my
the
IMDb.
ink, it's so good.
Yeah.
Again, I've been watching Arrested Development, and my first thought was, they blew themselves.
I thought the same thing. When I watched
That joke is
They
forever
blew themselves.
forever tied to the color now. You've ruined me, David Cross.
Yeah.
Here's the payoff. Smalls with the baby on the front of his motorcycle.
Like some kind of Ghost Rider.
Now, that baby's ears would be permanently damaged.
Yeah, it would.
Oh, he's gonna have a lifetime of tinnitus. Poor Nathan
I agree.
Jr.
This is not excellent parenting.
Not his forte.
Nope.
This movie does have a number.
He's not
of...
the family man that he wants to be.
That's right.
The family man being another Nicolas Cage movie.
Yes. Nicolas Cage has been in many movies.
Sure
A lot of pyrotechnics.
And this is the line I remember most from this movie.
Hit it.
Give me that baby, you warthog from hell!
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's the mother's love is powerful. It will overcome, even if the baby was stolen. So yep, there's shenanigans, and of course he steals the grenade. The pin.
That guy's not gonna
Very
have
chunky.
honeymoon in Vegas, that's for sure.
Very chunky explosions. And they get the baby back. And then they have this sort of very sweet closing montage where they look back at their life as old people.
As old people who once stole a baby and murdered a man.
Yeah.
As you do.
He had it coming.
Maybe it was Utah.
That is great.
Yep. It was a great movie.
I don't know.
Well chosen, Mr. Malda.
Yeah. Well, next time it might not be so good for you because there's another one that was coming out of Valley Girl for us.
Ghost Rider?
No, that's garbage.
It's garbage. I'm trying to think of like other Nicolas Cage terrible movies.
Well, whose pick is it? Because you can pick one.
Oh no, it's not my turn.
It is my turn.
Nate's.
Excellent.
Nate. Nate has wonderful taste.
This
so
kind
we
of
don't
made me want
have
to
a problem.
watch another silly movie. So I would like to watch Fido.
Oh,
dude.
that might be the best zombie movie ever.
Fido?
That was on my short list.
Oh, you're in for a treat, Chris.
I don't know if I've seen it.
It might be the best zombie movie ever.
Canadian zombie movie. All right.
Yeah.
If you've never seen Fido, you're in for a treat, my friend.
2006.
Yeah.
I know. We're getting borderline modern now.
Yeah.
That's all right. Rob wants to do one from 2015 that I fully endorse.
When's that one?
We'll talk. You'll have to wait till his turn.
I think he mentioned it and I looked it up.
He did.
I've seen it.
All right, gents. Let's say goodbye to the gang. Fare thee well, Mr. Nate Ostendorp.
See you later.
Rob Roseboom.
Goodbye, gang.
Krista Bona.
Wait, do you want to say goodbye to me, or do you want me to say goodbye to the gang, or do you want the gang to say goodbye to you? I can't do all of them. I'm happy to do whichever one if you're willing to clarify.
What a feisty hayseed.
All right. I'm Rob Commander Taco Maldo. We'll see you on Friday with some news. Bye.